So one of the biggest mistakes that Blessing Avudibu committed during his prep for the Legion Sports this year, the only show that he did, is that he spent very little time on his posing and presentation, and he himself admitted to that afterwards. Well, now that he has paired up with Chris Cormier, well, he's of course gonna help him a lot in terms of his posing, and he's gonna make Blessing go through rounds and rounds of posing until he drops, because that is one of the main specialities of Chris. The man is very capable of bringing the best out of any physique in terms of how it's presented, and he has helped a bunch of guys, especially in that regard. So Blessing's squats are looking very decent in this latest update, but this picture is taken from a lower angle, which makes the legs appear a bit bigger, a bit more denser. So as Stefan his coach said after the Legion Sports, that this isn't a project which is gonna be completed in just a matter of a few weeks. The difference in the muscularity between the upper and lower half of Blessing, that is simply a lot. And to balance that out, that is gonna take at least a few months, at least another off season, which also raises another question. Why Blessing was unable to improve his quads after taking almost 1.5 years away from the stage, and he went up to 320 pounds during that past off season. And by the way, that wasn't something that was easy. It wasn't a pretty looking 320 pounds on Blessing Avudibu. He had to force himself to go up to that point. And many of the critics out there, including myself, we do believe it was a bad idea to push the envelope that much, because it's always a risk, and that risk to reward ratio, that just simply isn't worth it. In terms of the fact that you can blow out your waistline, ruin your lines, and that is exactly what happened with Blessing. He showed up with bigger obliques and wider waistline. So Blessing's physique, especially the one that we saw 3 years back, that is still good enough to qualify for the Olympia.